This asshole in Illinois, this bishop, I didn't read I didn't read closely of where he's from. He's actually from Chicago. Does anybody know? Thomas Paprocki. All right, Paprocki. He's from Illinois. He's just Thomas Paprocki. Sounds like the Polish word for masturbation. I don't know what that is. I might go home and make a Paprocki, But what a douche. This guy doesn't want to let gay parishioners enjoy the sacraments of the Holy Catholic Church. We'll get to him in a second, but first of all, I got to ask gay Catholics, what the fuck do you expect? All right, you're gay people. You're supposed to understand the way this horrible world works, and if you're going to be involved with the Catholic Church, you're going to get stupid shit coming back your way. I mean, I don't know how else to tell you that. There's plenty of churches that are just super ultra, forward-thinking, liberal, gay-friendly churches that aren't involved in Catholicism. The infamous Home on Tome up on the north side of Chicago, I believe, still there. Zillions of people. You don't have to be involved in Catholic dogma to necessarily express your faith to your imaginary God. You can find a church that's not Catholic and be a good gay God lover. Okay, that's possible. If you really love Catholicism, you're going to have to deal with a church that simply refuses, apparently, to step forward in time when they knew enough to do it back in the day, when they, after they first fucked with Galileo, and then they were like, well, maybe he's right, so they let that go, and they sort of advanced the cause of science in as much as they could while still fitting it into their God paradigm, which is the way, liberal Protestant churches did it too. Nobody told me that the earth was 6,000 years old growing up, and the Catholics obviously accepted scientific fact because it's irrefutable, and it's stupid to stand on what everybody knows is false. Okay, we know that the earth has a geological age to it that part is accepted. It doesn't, if you want to fight against it, then you're just a bonehead on your own time. But the Catholic Church should know better. In a day when we see billboards, Catholics putting up billboards, Catholics come home, don't you miss? Not everything misses the Eucharist. I remember seeing that, and they had this unfortunate looking girl going, what I really miss about service? They miss the Eucharist. I'm going to go back to church. Yeah, they're advertising. They got companies creating advertising campaigns to get people to come back to their shitty church, but they're going to turn away good Catholics because they're gay. They're going to say, oh, you can't have Holy Communion, and you can't sip the blood of Jesus because you're gay. Not that, they would think about the fact that Jesus was probably gay, leading a cult of 12 men where no women were allowed and just hung out all day and did their thing. That's just about as gay as it gets, but that's probably a different rant about Jesus and the apostles. But this dude in Illinois, horribly out of step. I don't know what the fuck is up with the Catholic Church in Illinois. You want people to come or you don't? You're trying to get people back or you're not. All right? The gay people are silly enough to want to enjoy Catholicism. Let them enjoy it, What's the problem? Take an extra cut. A gay funeral, there's a 10% charge, all right? Because it's weird and people think it's weird. All right? Whatever it is. But, don't deny them. Don't deny them the sacrament if they really want to be Catholics. They're going to throw their money in the can. What the hell's wrong with you people?